Hi, I'm Chris from Dark Days Radio, and this is a video review of Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest from Different Tales and Walkabout games. So this is a Werewolf the Apocalypse game, where of course you are going to play a werewolf, and it's set in the World of Darkness game setting from White Wolf Paradox Interactive. So what is this game? Well, as you can see on the video, whichever side I've put it on, Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest is a interactive game. It's a visual novel, very much like an indie style game. It is heavy on narrative and more of an RPG element, as you have many options. So think of it as a fighting fantasy novel. You will have tons of options through the game, and your choices that you take will guide the type of character you're playing, reveal more about their background, and also reveal the route through the game and the conclusions you come to. Part of the game's mechanics rely around things which are important to the Werewolf and World of Darkness game. So you have willpower. So certain options only become available if you have enough willpower. Willpower is regenerated as you achieve goals in the game. You also have health, which obviously is important when you start fighting things and causing harm to things or taking harm in response. And then there is perhaps the most defining aspect of a werewolf character, which is rage. So this rage rating will go up and down in response to how you respond to things and act, and which will also open up different avenues. So if you're very angry and keep responding in angry ways to things that occur, you will have more rage, and more rage will give you angry responses to things, whereas if you have low rage, you'll have more calm responses to things, and people will interact with you in different ways. Speaking of interaction, as you play through the game, you will encounter other characters, and they will have relationships to you, which they may be friendly, or they may stay away from you, depending upon how you interact with them. So they may or may not be present in different scenes. Also, as you navigate through the game, you can choose to go to different places in different orders. Now, that's really talking about the mechanics of it, and how it tries to replicate the tabletop RPG kind of feel in a narrative, visual novel, akin to, I guess, the similar game is Coteries of New York, which is for Vampire the Masquerade. In our demo, which we kindly got given to play through, you're playing as a woman called Maya, who's in her 20s from the United States, and she has returned to Poland, which is I think really cool. Like, we're playing a game set not in the US, which, as a person living in the UK, and my partner has Polish heritage, that's really cool. Like, I love learning more about local myths and legends throughout Europe. There's so much to explore there, so having a game set in Poland is really great. Now, this character Maya is reconnecting with her heritage, her ancestors, and so she's had some dreams, some nightmares, some visions about her past, about a connection to this primeval forest in Poland, the last primeval forest, which is in a town, next to a town called Białowiska. I'm mostly pronouncing this completely wrong. The text is here, and you can tell me if I got it right or I got it wrong. But anyway, she returns to her hometown, and she will meet up with different characters to reveal secrets, legends, lore related to her family, and how they relate to that town, relate to this ancient forest, which in its own right is a character. And of course, there's a plot line going on about logging, which brings us to, obviously, Werewolf's other main element about not just balancing your human and werewolf elements, but also nature versus industry. And so you are involved in a group of people that are wanting to stop the logging there. And of course, that will bring in, likely in later parts of the game, antagonists that are worm-tainted. Now, what else can we say about this game? We can talk about its art. You will have been seeing up in, let me think, left or right? I can't remember. But the point is, you can see that the art has kind of got this montage, collage kind of feel, scrapbooky, lots of nice hand-drawn line art mixed with kind of almost a watercolour element, with then some animation thrown in to bring it to life. And also the wonderful soundscape really immerses you in that, and the soundscape evolves as you make your choices through the game. So each choice you make triggers potentially some new music and a change of tone of the scene. So that's pretty much it. It's great to see a game inspired by the local lore, and it's obviously the company has Polish heritage, people from Poland. We're talking about writers that have a background in games like The Witcher, Hitman, Dying Light. So they bring to it, I think, an element like they know Poland, obviously. So they're writing what they know. And I think that does them some credit with this. And obviously they've worked on games like The Witcher, which have very strong plot lines, and that obviously gives you confidence that this has a well-developed plot line that explores World of Darkness. And that's pretty much it. I could say more, and you can see a little bit in the video, but I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So I think the great thing about this game as well is that it will give you wonderful inspiration for your tabletop games. If you even play Werewolf the Forsaken, I think this game is great. So if you play Chronicles of Darkness, this game is wonderful inspiration for that. If you, of course, pick up this game, it runs on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so it's not going to... It's also, given the nature of the game, it's not very spec heavy. You're not going to need a massively powerful graphics card, next generation computer to run it, or some gaming desktop machine. You can pick it up in Q4 of this year, and it's the developers have their website, so differenttales.com/werewolf, or you can go over to Walkabout Games, who are distributing it, their publisher. Of course, if you go over to the Discord for World of Darkness games, you can talk to people about this video and the game and World of Darkness and Werewolf in general. Then also, if you want to know more about the World of Darkness games, you can go over to our podcast, www.darkdays-days.org. We've got plenty of episodes about World of Darkness and Werewolf, and Vampire and all the other World of Darkness games. You can go over to our Twitter, @DarkDaysRadio, our Instagram, our Facebook page. We have a blog. We also have, I'm sure I'm missing something else in this, we also have our own Discord, so you can come chat to us about this review if you want as well. But that's pretty much it for now. By all means, if you've got any comments, get back to us at darkerdaysradio@gmail.com, or talk to us on social media. If you want to see more videos like this on our Twitch stream talking about World of Darkness games, or really any other type of gaming that we're involved in, content that you want to see that doesn't really fit a podcast medium, please by all means get in contact with us. We're interested to know how to best serve you. And that's pretty much it for now. If you pick this up, you're gonna enjoy a very evocative, narrative-heavy game about the balance of yourself with your werewolf self, about urban civilization with the wilderness, about order, corruption, chaos, and the wild. It's all there. So yeah, that's all for now, and enjoy. We'll speak to you soon on another episode of the podcast, or hopefully another video. So bye for now.